In the city, we come with a purpose. A learning experience to interpret differences into one common goal. A commitment to building an advanced civilization, a shared responsibility to develop knowledge. The master's program in English education strives to achieve excellent education based on 4 academic fields: ELT linguistics, ELT literature, ELT educational technology, with the support of national and international collaborations. Faculty of Teacher Training and Education. The master's program in English education continues to commit to crafting educators and edupreneurs capable of designing educational methods integrating technology, pedagogy, and content knowledge. Excellent human resources continuously strengthen consistency and relevance to the evolving times. Support from experienced professional educators, including guest lecturers from various international universities, creates an adaptive and dynamic academic environment. Further exploration of knowledge is offered through the Fast Track program in collaboration with the UAD Bachelor's Program in English Education, allowing students to complete their undergraduate and master's degrees in just 5 years. Internationalization efforts are strengthened through an extensive network of partnerships with prestigious institutions worldwide. This collaboration is reflected in a variety of academic programs, including exclusive opportunities for student mobility, allowing students to gain valuable global experience. The learning experience is further enhanced through community empowerment programs, or PRODEMAT, which are regularly held in collaboration with institutions and communities to improve English language skills. Students have access to provided facilities that support dynamic and practical learning activities, fostering a conducive learning environment committed to providing supportive, professional, and student-centered services has become a core value of the master's program in English education. This culture, upheld by program administrators, faculty, and staff, ensures that students complete their studies on time while producing significant academic contributions. Thousands of alumni from the master's program in English education at UAD are now widely dispersed, contributing to the nation's intellectual growth as teachers, lecturers, and edupreneurs.
wabarakatuh, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Bapak, Ibu, Mas, Mbak. Welcome back to Corpus-Based Language Pedagogy. And yeah, we are getting closer to the final exam week. But before we are talking about what is it should focus on for the finals, and also before we end this course, soon, because yeah, we still have one more meeting left, I think, and we can do that next week. But today, this is a special session because in today's occasion, we will have a special guest, and we are going to talk about something that is still relevant to our course, because the titles of our course is Corpus-Based Language Pedagogy, and today we are going to talk more about the actual research conducted by our special guest. Yeah, please welcome. We have Pak Muhammad Rudy, M.Pd. Pak Rudy, Assalamualaikum. Oh. I don't think I can hear your voice, but maybe it's just my laptop, or can anyone else?
Yes, ma'am. Me too. I cannot hear.
Yeah,
Muhammad Rudy.
we cannot hear your voice, I think, Pak Rudy. Or maybe you can leave this Google Meet and then rejoin, Pak Rudy. Okay, while waiting for Pak Rudy to fix the technical issue, so I would like to introduce him. So he is a lecturer, of the English lecturer, at the pharmacy department at Malahayati University, and he is also a student, a doctoral student at Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, and he is conducting research on corpus-based language pedagogy, but it's about the DDL, the self-compiled or do-it-yourself corpus, collected or designed by Pak Rudy to teach writing. But for more specific discussion, of course, we have to hear directly from Pak Rudy. And yeah, that's why I invited him this afternoon, or this afternoon, to talk more about his research, so that maybe we can get some inspirations or new insights on how to use corpus in our teaching practice, because he is the practitioner as well as the researcher. Yeah. Okay, we are still waiting. Okay, Pak Rudy, can you please say something? Oh, I think we still cannot hear, but you can hear our voice, right? Yeah, but maybe the other
Yes,
member
ma'am.
of this.
Cannot also. Yeah, we cannot hear of you.
Okay.
We cannot hear either.
Yeah, we cannot hear your voice, Pak Rudy. Okay, yeah, it's okay, Pak Rudy. You can switch to another device. We will wait for you. Okay. Yeah, while waiting for Pak Rudy to move to or switch to another device. So, Bapak, Ibu, Mas, Mbak, we have maybe some guest attendees, for this session. So welcome. This is actually a course held by Master's Program of English Education, Universitas Ahmad Dahlan. Some of the attendees are also the alumni, of this department. We have Mas Irsyad and then Mas Pegiawan. Okay, thank you very much for joining this session. Ini ada alumni-alumni juga. Terima kasih sudah bergabung, and also new members of this session. Thank you. Hopefully, we can learn something new today. Mas Pegiawan. Nice to meet you again. Although virtually. Okay. But of course, we have the participants from the member of this course, yeah, or the students of this corpus-based language pedagogy course, which basically talk about how to use corpus, how to implement corpus in teaching practice, yeah. Okay, yeah. So while waiting for Pak Rudy's joining this session, okay, so yeah, he is going to talk about leveraging do-it-yourself corpus in an ESP class, a case in teaching writing skill. So this is perfect for Bapak Ibu who are interested in English for specific purpose, especially in teaching writing skills, yeah, because writing could be quite challenging. Especially in the EFL context, we all know that we don't get enough exposure to the target language in daily basis. So we need extra effort, yeah, to make sure that our students can improve their writing skills. And by consulting corpus or not consulting, by using corpus, we can also teach writing more effectively. But in our course, in the past meetings, in the past weeks, we focused a lot on teaching, let's say, vocabulary or grammar, right? We don't really pay attention to writing. So today, this is very special then, because we can get some new insights, yeah, from teaching writing. Okay, but hopefully, yeah, Pak Rudy can fix the issue as soon as possible so that we can hear from him, yeah, directly. But his experience, his real experience, yeah, in teaching writing using corpus. Ini menarik sekali soalnya ya. Selama pertemuan kita beberapa waktu yang lalu, the focus is on grammar. We have identified the corpus informed teaching materials on grammar, and then also general English like touchstone course book, yeah, and speaking a little bit, yeah. So now it's the turn for writing, yeah. But maybe from the students of Corpus-Based Language Pedagogy, do you have any question regarding the material? It's okay. You can, Bapak Ibu Mas Mbak can ask anything related to what we have discussed so far, and also maybe for the final exam. Yeah. Or everything is clear, yeah? All good, so you don't have any questions so far, yeah? Okay. Belum ada pertanyaan dan kita masih menunggu Pak Rudy. Ya, sebenarnya isi perkuliahan hari ini kita special session ya, so the sharing session with Pak Rudy. But since he is having some technical issues, so yeah, if you have any question, yeah, please let me know. All good. Okay, thank you Mas Wahyu. Yeah, all good. Alhamdulillah ya.
I'm just was a little about the corpus, man.
Yeah.
I already download the Uncon, but sometimes I would like, there is the limitation the download, maybe on only 1 month, 2 months, or there is the permanent Uncon now.
Yes, Pak Alfred. Actually, Uncon is free, so and I don't think there is that kind of limitation, Pak Alfred. But I will send you the link that I used to download the Uncon, right, Pak Alfred?
Yeah.
So that later you can download from that link, yeah. Just
Okay,
to
thank you.
make sure that everything is okay. Yeah.
Okay, Mom. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure, Pak Alfred. I will share the link to you.
Cek. Ibu Ikmi.
Yes, Pak Rudy. Yeah, Bapak. All good now. Yeah.
Yes. I'm changing my. All right. So my voice now is audible.
Yes, Pak Rudy.
Yes, sir.
Please, you can start your session, Pak Rudy.
Yes, nice to
Time
know
is
you, Mr. Muhammad Rudy.
Yes. A minute. I need to change my background a moment.
yeah. Take your time, Pak Rudy.
Ya. Ini gimana sih?
Materi udah di sana.
Udah.
Langsung klik videonya aja.
So, tolong tutupin. I'm trying to share the screen. Can you see what I
Not yet,
said?
Mr. Rudy.
Right. Well, while we are waiting for the screen shared, so it is a very a big honor for me.
It's already show, Mr.
All
Rudy.
right. So, okay, it's a very big honor for me to present this to you all. Thank you very much for the committee, especially Ibu Ikmi. Hello, Ibu Ikmi.
Hello,
It's the
Pak.
second time for us to meet. The
Yeah.
first time we met last year in Queensland University. We just share about the corpus research and pedagogy, and now I come here to meet Bu Ikmi. Anyway, there is one of the alumni of Magister Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris Universitas Ahmad Dahlan here. The alumni, one of the success alumni of M.Pd UAD. Here is Mrs. Hamida. Mrs.
Hamida.
Hamida, are you here?
Halo Mimikmi, how are you,
Hello,
man?
Mbak Hamida.
Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Hamida. But I think Mrs. Hamida is still studying about corpus because probably at when she was studying at UAD, she didn't meet Bu Ikmi, I guess.
Yeah.
And
New, Pak.
yeah. And it is very interesting for me because UAD, the first time that I know that UAD is the only one that has this kind of curriculum, corpus-based language pedagogy. It's very rare in Indonesia, ya Bu ya. And this becomes the specialty of UAD. Give applause for UAD, especially M.Pdi. Here, I'm going to share you what I've done. It is part of my research as well as part of my activities while I'm teaching English in my campus. For your information, my campus doesn't have any kind of study program of English or language. So we English teachers or English lecturers just focus on the ESP, like what I do and what Mrs. Hamidas does. I am in pharmacy department and Mrs. Hamida in management department. So we more focus on ESP. Um, to begin with, let us know one another first. I want to know where you are from. You can answer it in the chat column, please. You can share where you are from so we can know one another. Maybe we can meet in person one day. Oh, from Batam. Hi, Pak Alfred. So far from Jogja and Bandung. I am now staying in Bandung because I'm studying in Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. All right, from Lubuk Linggau. Oh, Cimahi. It's near from my house, Cimahi. From Lombok, Pontianak, and right across Indonesia. Okay. The next one is, what do you know about Corpus? You can either respond by turning your microphone or just answer it in the column chat, in the chat box. Oh, Anida. All right. Anida, do you want to say something? Do you want to share what you know about Corpus-Based?
Yes. So hello, Mr. Rudy. So excited to see you today. So I'm Aninda. I just graduated from Master of TESOL, actually, Victoria, University of Wellington. So I also took a Corpus course there, and I've been doing trial and error with NCONG as well for my research. So especially for vocabulary classes most of the time, and I did it like some kind of like experiment as well, like trying to how to utilize it with NCONG, and also I use LexTutor as well. So I've been very, very excited to use it again since I'm working now. So I've been kind of like out of touch with Corpus. So I want to like familiarize myself again with NCONG, especially with how I can correlate it with ESP. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Miss Anida, for the sharing. Yes, you are right. We need to familiarize every time we meet the corpus because corpus is kind of techniques or procedure that will lose from our mind whenever we just left it. So we need to rememorize it because it is a skill, kind of skill, because the corpus is things that we need to learn or do it day by day like that. And it's great to meet Miss Anida, and so far as I know that Wellington University has a good specialty on corpus, like who's the famous one is Professor Coxhead,
Avril,
right?
yeah, Avril Coxhead. Yeah,
Yes,
Avril
Coxhead.
Coxhead, Oliver Balibs.
Yeah, Paul Nation and others.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right. Bu Ikmi, maybe we can create kind of Indonesian corpus community.
Yes, I think that
Sure,
would be
sure,
very, very
Pak.
exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
right. All right, thank you very much. And in the chat column, I see, right, right, right. No answer from the chat. Well, that's the share from Miss Anida. Now, I don't teach you about corpus, but I just share my daily teaching, how I use corpus in my class. Um, So this is the presentation online. The first one is disclaimer, and the second is introduction to corpus, especially for the one who is no longer new for corpus, is just for sing the same song or just remind us that what corpus is for the from the basic, and then the third is the core of this presentation is my teaching practice. Due to the time limit, we cannot do the hands-on practice together. And the last one is question and answer. Well, this presentation is based on my context. I practice it. I did it in the pharmacy class and engineering class. Then probably it can meet your needs in your context, but probably it is not. So you can learn how the way I teach my students with the corpus, and then or probably you can make modifications to apply it in your class. To for your information, I did these steps for one semester, so it takes at least 10 to 12 meetings for doing this kind of teaching practice. Here, we just rewind it that a corpus is a collection of texts. Remember, it is collection of texts. That principle is collection of text, and then it is stored in the computer. So then we use corpus tool, the corpus tool available in the website, or we can download it and install it in our computer so that we can use it in our laptop without depending on the internet connection. And then the corpus linguistics itself refers to techniques for the analysis. One of the classroom corpus that I analyze and it has been published is in when I tried to analyze the questions created by pre-service teachers that uh, that turn out there is no what is that B1 CEFR fully questions created by the teachers. You can read it in the reference letter. So back to the definition of corpus is corpus refers to the collection of text. So we have text 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and then we collect it, and then it becomes a corpus. Coming from this definition, I try to implement it in my classroom. Right, now we will focus on corpus for language learning. So corpus for language learning, the history says that Tim Jones has started in 1991. That he said that the student is detective, or he said every student is Sherlock Holmes. Probably you are familiar with Sherlock Holmes, right? Mbak Merlina Hati, probably you know about Sherlock Holmes, right? Uh, Maybe you even have watched film or comic Conan, that Detective Conan. They try to find out the answers by himself. Like that's the students, and it is called as data-driven learning. And then in 2012, Maggie Charles just do kind of data-driven learning in her class by using do-it-yourself corpus. So every student build a corpus for as the source of learning. Later on in 2022, especially for corpus for language learning, we have Professor King Ma, who initiate the CBLP. CBLP, that the one is used as a course for Ibu Ikmi's class. And then, but the CBLP just concentrate on, if DDL focus on the student's inquiry, on how the students find the answer regarding the language phenomena, but corpus-based language pedagogy emphasize more on content pedagogical knowledge, on how the teacher knows about corpus and on how the teacher bring the corpus to the classroom, especially for language learning. And then in the next stage, currently, the corpus AI integration coming as the new ones. Corpus AI integration is applicable in the linguistic analysis as well as in the language learning. Probably they are inspired by the Peter Crosswait's and Bias's research stating that corpus and AI can work together, because corpus is very strong on the transparency of data and then the authenticity of learning sources, but AI has a strong point on the what is that, the speed, or on how easy the students can get answers, like that. So the combination has been implemented worldwide as well. Now we come to the next is here. So our focus today on this do-it-yourself corpus, and then CBLP. In here, I just focus on how I implement the corpus, or bringing my corpus to the classroom. Now, here, the difference between what I did and Charles did is this. In Charles' classroom, she taught various types of students. I mean, the major. Some of them are from biology, chemistry, and mathematics, and others that each of the students create a corpus, and it becomes their learning sources individually. But what I did in my classroom is like this. The students collectively created a corpus. So one student contribute one text, and then they store it in the classroom, submit it to me, and then I share it in the form of corpus. Later on, I will tell you on how I manage this. Here, the teaching procedure that I do, because I teach in the ESP classroom. Of course, the first one I did is need analysis. After need analysis, I set the learning objectives. After that, in the classroom, we build a collaborative DIY corpus, and then together with the students, I and my students identified the generic structure and language features, and then at the final stage, the students and I jointly wrote an abstract, and then at the final task, they wrote their own abstract independently. Here, the need analysis. So when I start to teach the students, of course I will ask the students, what do you need? But mostly the students even do not know what they need in our classroom. But the biggest challenge of the students to communicate both in written and spoken are the vocabulary. They have a limited vocabulary, so that it becomes a barrier for them to articulate whatever in their mind. So that's the first information I got from my students in the first meeting. And then later on, and sometimes I just discuss with the colleagues in my department, asking them what is the most important things from English learning in the campus that the students must acquire. So after asking the head of department and then other colleagues, even sometimes I discuss with lecturers from other department too, they just said most of the students rarely use international journals as their references while they are writing their undergraduate thesis. It becomes a problem for campus like us when the campus has paid and subscribed some journals, but the students do not read or even use it as their reference. So the research must be updated, but the students uh, sometimes just left the international journals. So after contemplating, I just draw a conclusion by myself. It seems reading and writing is important skills that need to be learned by the student. So in here, I can say reading and writing is an integrated skills taught during this semester. It is in line with what Bu Ikmis and colleagues researched previously that reading is important for the students to be success in their academic, as well as reading is important too while using corpus as a learning in the classroom. Is that correct, Bu Ikmi?
Yes, Pak Rudy.
Yeah. And so finally, I come to the reading articles and writing an abstract because the one that students can use, especially when they are writing their thesis, they wrote their report in Bahasa Indonesia, but there is one section of their report or their thesis is abstract. Abstract must be bilingual, one in Bahasa Indonesia and the other in English, like that. Okay, so I set the learning objectives like this. In these two, there are two learning objectives. Um, let me read this. The students should be able to identify the language feature and general structure of an abstract. So the students, before writing the abstract, of course, they need to know the genre of the abstract. And the students as well should be able to write an abstract, especially in English, based on an article given to them. Because in the pharmacy, the students learn English in the first semester, while in engineering, the students learn the English at almost in the final stage of all of their study. So it can be different if we meet different students, but it's okay. Next, in the class, it probably takes 3 or 4 meetings for building the collaborative DIY corpus, or even sometimes it can be taking longer time, especially when we meet the students in the first semester. They just enrolled in the university, they just finished the senior high school, and even we do not know their language proficiency previously. So uh, sometimes I taught them this, how to access international journals. Okay, if we have final semester students, we can skip this activity actually. But since we come to the newcomer students, so we need to teach them, or to make sure that they know how to access the international journal, at least how to access an abstract, right? And then we need to give um, background knowledge about what abstract is, and then the moves usually commonly used is the swells and moves. And then the second step is ask the student to choose an abstract. So after making sure that the students are able to access a journal and then read an abstract, so we can ask the students to choose an abstract. Um, so in this number 2, I suggest you to choose one specific journal with several volumes and issues, so the student can pick one from them. Maybe you can pick the last 5 years, so that the journals, what is that, the students do not take it from a uh, multidiscipline articles like that. So we avoid it, because if the topic doesn't correlate with their study program, probably they will get difficulty on vocabularies or familiarity with the content, like that. And then we ask them to copy the abstract into the txt file. That's why during the class I asked all of the students to bring their laptop and download the Ankong. I use Corpus to Ankong in this stage, in this teaching. And then the third step is annotation, and the chosen abstract must be annotated as we taught them in the first step about the moves. So ask the student to annotate their abstracts. It is lucky for them if they found the abstract has the annotation like introduction, method, result, and discussion part, even in the paragraphs. But sometimes the abstract just 200 words that the student must identify it. So in the step number 3, the students can focus on the reading, or noticing which part belongs to this move and which part belongs to the other move, like that. Don't forget to do kind of a peer check, and it becomes what is that, an opportunity for discussion in the classroom, so that the student can know that, oh, the abstract moves may vary one another. Some writers just eliminate the introduction, and the other use it as important part in their abstract, like that. So we can teach them the reality of the abstract. And come to the step number 4, the abstract corpus. After they revise their annotation, and then there's no problem with the annotation. After we make sure that the annotation has been correct, so I created a Google Drive, and special Google Drive, or if we want to make it easier to check whether the student has uh, submitted or not, we can use a Google form where the students can upload their abstract in the abstract file in the TXT format. After that, we can announce it is the abstract corpus of our class. Here, the example of the corpus, the abstract corpus. Here, the student's name and others. After I compile all of their abstract in the TXT format like this, I share this to the students so that everyone can use it as their corpus. I think I forgot to write something here, that we need to make the student familiar with the corpus tool, because I use Ankong, so that I taught the students to to download the Ankong on their laptop. So after they download it, they can process it in the here. So after we make sure the students are familiar with the Ankong, actually the definition of corpus is not important for our students. So I suggest you to omit that part. What is that? Giving information what is corpus, what is corpus tool. Just let it be, because the point of our teaching is not on the linguistic, but on how they know language and use it in their activity. So here, and then after the students are familiar with the corpus tool, then I demonstrated the word menu to identify the moves, the annotated and grammar, something like that. And then I demonstrated the keyword in context menu to identify sentences or phrases in the introduction move, especially when this is the join construction. And then the last one is individual work. We ask the students to write a full abstract. To make it clearer or more understandable, I, I show you these captures. This is the word menu here. Can you see? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you, Wahyu. Here, this is the introduction part. And then we discuss that, turn out the introduction only 66. Meanwhile, the number of files are 79. It means not all abstracts contains introduction. And then when here, in the second screenshot, especially the method, Wahyu, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What do you think about this? The files are 79, but the method are 88. What do you think about this?
So there are more than one method word in maybe in like one or two texts have more than one method word. Sir.
Very, very good. So we can discuss to the students that it means the abstract submitted to the corpus contains method word. That's why it can outnumber the number of the files like that. And we can also see that in the discussion part, there are 79 files, but the discussion annotation only 25. It means the students only found some discussions in the abstract. It means the author of the abstract didn't put discussion in the abstract. From here, we can teach the students that the abstract may vary. It depends on the author's need, if or the author's preference. If the author wants to you put it, they can put it. Or another argument we can bring to the class is because writing abstract is tricky. It is limited by the number of the words, so that the author cannot put everything on the abstract. They just put the important things on the abstract. So it can bring the students to the deeper understanding about abstract. Starting from the beginning, they try to find abstract from the journals, and then finally they come to the analysis by using Corpus-Based. Next is this. So I demonstrated this to them, the introduction part. So when we are writing our introduction part, we can use these phrases to begin like this. So we can say this paper, this research aims to design, this research aims to address, this research aims to blah blah blah. In the developing, it sounds as you see the introduction here on this on the center, and the phrases are following it. So we can teach the students to write an abstract, especially in the introduction move. You can use these phrases or sentences and so forth, so forth. And then here, after the other move from the method, the students just submit or answer that they found the evaluation was the methodology. If we want to write an abstract, we can use this kind of phrases, or the alternative, the variation of the expressions, language expression that we can put on our abstract. So they have some models on writing an abstract. Here, the last steps of teaching and learning is joint writing. Here, the teacher provided an article. I provide an article without the abstract section. I delete the title, abstract section, and then journals identity, like the name of journal and pages. I delete them all, and then try to create together with the students, try to write an introduction part until the discussion part by using keyword in context on and count. And then after making sure everybody contribute on writing the abstract, we come to the next part, that is independent writing. So the students are provided with an article without the abstract and identity section, and then ask them to read the abstract and then write the to read the article and then write an abstract from the article. Here, the example of the article, we deleted. So here, about telecommunications cables in engineering class. And then in the joints construction or joint writing, I invite the student to write together. I gave them the sample for the first and second line. The blue one I use in recent years. Okay, in recent years, and then the second sentence is on line 6. This paper evaluates the development. The black ones are based on our reading understanding or together in the class. And then after I gave this sample, writing sample, I invited the students one by one to contribute to write an abstract. The joint writing, it can be longer, but it's okay as long as the students understand on how use the phrases from the corpus to write it in the abstract. Okay, do the same procedures to the other moves during the joint writing. Then when the students ready to independent writing, give them to the modified article without abstract section and identity. That's the end of my presentation. This is the references I use. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Hatur nuhun, matur suwun, terima kasih, terima kasih. Okay, that's my sharing. Hopefully it can help you to implement corpus-based language pedagogy in your classroom. I return back to Bu Ikmi.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Rudy, for the insightful talk in this session. Rudy, we will open the Q&A session. Maybe there are some questions from the participants, especially for my students, yeah? Or maybe, oh yeah, Mbak Aninda, please.
Pak Rudy, thank you so much. I think it is very interesting and how you make it very practical for the students to use Corpus. And I think I want to ask several questions regarding the procedures, especially for the annotation part. So when you did how did the students did the annotation? And also the second one is, maybe does the student do you actually teach the students first about the moves analysis, and how do you do that? Since I think that the move analysis can be kind of tricky, so I'm wondering how did you teach them to do the move analysis, and then how to do the annotation, maybe? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's right, Mbak Aninda. It's very difficult in the annotation section. And even it takes a lot of time. That's why my teaching process takes almost one semester, 16 meetings. So before we go to the annotation process, of course, we need to introduce the students about the moves of the abstract. What the genres, especially what are the component of the abstract, like IMRAD models by Swells. I taught them that introduction is something that make the reason why the researcher did this uh, research, and then so on and so forth, and then the method on how. That's why the annotation can took one or two or three meetings itself, because whenever they finish, I check and recheck, but I never check it by myself. We together discuss it in the class, and then when we found mistake or misannotation on the students, it will uh, it will be revised, and then ask the others to pay attention on their abstract. They must be responsible with their own abstract. That's why it kind of recurring activities, cycling, like a cycling. We read it together and then return it back to them, and then we made a peer checking, uh, like that. So it's a kind of it needs more than two meetings in the last semester students, but it can take more than three meetings if we are in the newcomer students, like that. Hopefully it answers you, Mbak Aninda.
Yes, that answers because yeah, I understand a lot the struggle of like analyzing moves. I think I still remember like how time consuming it was. So that's why I'm wondering. And yeah, no wonder it took like 3 meetings since like since you mentioned you did like some kind of like peer checking, and sometimes like students or even you could have like different opinions. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much.
That's the art of this activity. We can discuss and kind of deeper and deeper understanding about the abstract, like that. If even we as the teacher, actually we are a language teacher, but we can understand their subject. In my case is in engineering and pharmacy. Oh, we know a little bit about the topic and the method and others, like that.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Aninda and Pak Rudy. Maybe some questions from some other participants, especially my students in Corpus-Based Language Pedagogy course. We usually have a very, active class, Pak Rudy. Okay, Mas Wahyu, please.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. So, Mr. Rudy,
Yes.
uh, okay, since this is really interesting that you use Ancon in the classroom, but since I'm teaching in like senior high school students, and it is hard to what is that? Is it is hard to make them to have some kinds of laptop every day, right? In the
You're
English
right.
lessons, and then from your explanations, what is the last product after you use Ancon in the classroom? What is your last product for the college students in your what's that in your college? Sir,
All right.
that's my questions. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. You're right that even in the campus, sometimes we still found that the students do not have a laptop, right? So not every students have the privilege of owning the laptop. So sometimes I just let them to use my laptop to analyze, and then they write what their findings and trying to understand it. Probably if you are teaching in the senior high school, it you can use the in what the Tim Jones did in the past. You bring the printout of the what is that, the keyword in context, or using the projector on the screen. You can ask the students to analyze, check one by one, or making it in the group. So in my classroom, because the learning objectives was on writing abstract, the product of the classroom is abstract. So every student has their own abstract, even though they haven't did a research, but because I gave them the what is that, the research article without identity and abstract section, so they can guess what how the abstract will be. So that's what you.
Yes, sir. Can I have another next question, sir?
Oh, okay, it's okay.
Yeah, one more question. So how did you assess the abstract that you sure that they are already was that use Ancon to finally write an abstract, sir?
Right, because my teaching practice seems genre-based pedagogy, and then genre-based pedagogy, the combination of genre-based pedagogy and corpus activities. So my rubric will be following the genre, like the language features and the others. Like for example, in the results section, they need to use past tense, and then in the discussion, they will use other tense like that. So we created the rubric.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. It's answering my questions.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mas Wahyu. I think we have another participant would like to ask a question. Your idea? But where is it now? Who is your idea? Your idea.
Yeah.
Okay, please.
Anonymous.
Okay, please. Mas, Mbak.
Your idea.
Okay, good afternoon, sir and ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Sorry, I was use another email because something wrong with my real email. My name is Melly.
All
Yeah,
right.
I was joined with this group, and then so the question is, why is annotation is necessary before writing research paper?
All right. Notation is important because when we are writing a text, we need to know the genre, right? So we need to know the moves. The abstract has some parts, right? Like introduction, method, result, and discussion parts. But sometimes abstract has a background or other kind of things. So when we finish or understand the steps of or the moves of the abstract, so that we can analyze the language feature of each part, like what I explained previously to Wahyu, that in the results the students can use uh, present tense, or in the discussion use present tense, or uh, they use past tense for the method section, like that. So because each part or each move has different characteristic in language feature. So it is important for the students to do the annotation, as well as when they have annotate the each section, they will realize that, oh, each part of the abstract may appear differently one another, like that. Like introduction has only 66 frequency, while method it appeared 88 times, like that. Does it answer your question, Melly?
Okay, I get it, sir. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
you're welcome.
Thank you for the answer.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Meli. Anyone else from Corpus-Based Language Pedagogy students, please? Besides Mas Wahyu, usually Pak Alfred is also,
Alright.
what is it, quite active in classroom discussion. He has a lot of experiences, Pak Rudy, in teaching English. Then, yeah, some other students as well. Please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pak Mahrub, yeah, please, Pak.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Rudy. But I'm really excited with this. I think using software like I mean, it is new for me because uh, I've never been doing research about corpus linguistics, but uh, I'm now trying to studying about linguistic forensic because the book from Dr. Endang just um, I just reading a few about linguistic forensic from Dr. Endang about kejahatan dalam berbahasa. So I think it's really interesting. So I mean, I'm gonna talk about another topic. I mean, I just wondering about this application that you use. Is there? And I mean, is still available to doing analysis with the software that you used before, like this, to doing some forensic linguistic.
All right.
What do you
Thank
think?
you.
What do you think? Yes, yeah, thank you.
All right, Pak Maruf. Well, the first thing that I know about corpus is from this book here. Can you see the reference? O'Keefe, McCarthy, and Carter. From
Yes.
corpus to classroom. Yes, based on O'Keefe et al. 2007, corpus linguistic can be applied in the forensic linguistic. Maybe you can send me an email. I will send the book to you.
Okay.
Yeah, the corpus linguistic can be applied in many language fields, forensic, medical, ESP,
Okay.
classroom discourse, or and others. Many language fields use corpus because it is what is that? Evidence-based language information, like that. And then the software that I use is Encom. Yes, it is free and open. You can download it from here, lawrenceanthony.net.
Okay.
But currently, as so far as I know, it is the latest version is 4.4.1.
Okay.
What, right? So yeah, I agree that corpus linguistic can be used for analyze language in many fields.
Okay.
Right. If you are interested, you can click the link. Probably Bu Ikmi can share it to the classroom.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rudy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Pak Mahrub. Okay, Mbak Meli, yeah.
Sorry, sir. So everyone can access this website.
Yes. Yes.
So we must to use email also.
No, no need.
No need. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is not like a sketch engine. If we use sketch engine, there is a limit time for the, what is that? There's the limit time for using it, the trial mode, right? Only for 1 month or one email, and then Coca and so on are limited only 1 month, if I'm not mistaken. Coca,
Oh,
and
oh
that's
yeah.
why if we use it in one semester, of course, using search engine it become a limitation for us to bring it in the classroom. That's why I prefer Ankong as the tool in the classroom because it can last anytime we want to use it.
Oh, okay, okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Pak Rudy, we also have another question in the chat box. What about PNC?
I rarely use BNC. I'm so sorry, Miss Snoopy. I'm so sorry for that. I don't know, but Bu Ikmi, do you have that information whether we can use BNC for a long time without subscription?
Yeah, we can access PNC through englishcorpora.org, Pak Rudy. But I mean, yeah, we can access that for free, but it has some limitations, like the
All
number of
right.
queries for a day. Yeah. So that to have like more, what is it, unlimited access for to in PNC, then we have to like pay for the premium subscription.
The other information is Ankong has its own section of the BNC and Coca academic references like that, but it is not as updated from the website. Maybe they just some limits. If we want to, what is that? Do kind of corpus linguistic analysis when we need to do comparison with the target corpus and then the target corpus and then the reference corpus, we can use BNC as a reference, which is built in Ankong. But unfortunately, it is not up to date as like what in website. BNC and then academic American English, written and spoken, like that. If you want to use them as the reference, it is built in the Ankong.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it can help you, Miss Snoopy.
Yeah. We can also access PNC from CQP web, but I think it's just for like the spoken PNC 2014, Pak Rudy. CQP web, yeah, that is also a free.
The Lancasters.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah. That's the limit.
Yeah.
Not all can answers our need.
Exactly. Okay, but Aninda also, what is it? Add some information about the tutorial. Yeah, thank you, Mbak Aninda. So, and yeah, we have like the complete tutorial for Ancon, provided by the creator himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
This Lawrence Anthony.
Yeah, but the problem of listening Lawrence Anthony is his volume of the volume is very soft.
It makes us feel sleepy, right, Pak?
Yes.
Okay.
Learn from Lawrence Anthony's YouTube special channel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that's the end of the Q&A session, Pak Rudy, because yeah, it's already is 5:30 p.m. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have like longer time for this session due to the short duration of this course as well. But hopefully, you can share your experiences and expertise in corpus linguistics in some other occasions, Pak Rudy, especially after you officially completed your doctoral program. We will welcome you here at UAD, and then we can have like a kind of workshop or guest lecture session with you, Pak Rudy, in the near future. Okay, so thank you very much, Pak Rudy, for accepting the invitation to share your knowledge and expertise in using corpus in the classroom context, especially in the ESP class. And also thank you, my students, the participants of today's session. I hope we all learned something new from Pak Rudy, and then we can like implement that in our teaching practice, in our own institutions. Thank you very much, Pak Rudy and Bapak Ibu, Mas Mbak. Let's dismiss this session then by saying Hamdalah. Alhamdulillah. Alamin. Oh, don't forget to take picture maybe, Pak Rudy. I apologize. Let's take a picture.
Should I stop the sharing?
Would you please stop sharing your screen? Then, everyone can turn on the camera. Then, we will take the photo together. Okay, I will count. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another pose maybe. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much, Pak Rudy and Bapak Ibu, and also my students. Okay, see you again in another occasion. And for my students, we will meet again, inshallah, next week. But we will talk about it on our WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Amazing session. Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Thank you, Pak Rudy.
In the city, we come with a purpose. A learning experience to interpret differences into one common goal. A commitment to building an advanced civilization, a shared responsibility to develop knowledge. The master's program in English education strives to achieve excellent education based on 4 academic fields: ELT linguistics, ELT literature, ELT educational technology, with the support of national and international collaborations. Faculty of Teacher Training and Education. The master's program in English education continues to commit to crafting educators and edupreneurs capable of designing educational methods integrating technology, pedagogy, and content knowledge. Excellent human resources continuously strengthen consistency and relevance to the evolving times. Support from experienced professional educators, including guest lecturers from various international universities, creates an adaptive and dynamic academic environment. Further exploration of knowledge is offered through the Fast Track program in collaboration with the UAD Bachelor's Program in English Education, allowing students to complete their undergraduate and master's degrees in just 5 years. Internationalization efforts are strengthened through an extensive network of partnerships with prestigious institutions worldwide. This collaboration is reflected in a variety of academic programs, including exclusive opportunities for student mobility, allowing students to gain valuable global experience. The learning experience is further enhanced through community empowerment programs, or PRODAMAT, which are regularly held in collaboration with institutions and communities to improve English language skills. Students have access to provided facilities that support dynamic and practical learning activities, fostering a conducive learning environment committed to providing supportive, professional, and student-centered services has become a core value of the master's program in English education. This culture, upheld by program administrators, faculty, and staff, ensures that students complete their studies on time while producing significant academic contributions. Thousands of alumni from the master's program in English education at UAD are now widely dispersed, contributing to the nation's intellectual growth as teachers, lecturers, and entrepreneurs.